It is a warm and sunny afternoon in the outskirts of Bangkok. A gentle wind blows softly through the trees. A lone Bajaj Pulsar NS 200 is basking in the afternoon sun. This one is a fully grown adult, roughly 2 meters long, and it weighs about 156 kilograms. It has filled its tank, and now it is time for a well-earned rest. But it is not alone. Under a nearby tree, a shadowy figure is keeping an eye on it. It is a hungry motor journalist, Johnny BikeSanook, and he is looking for the next test ride. And now he has set his eyes on our Pulsar NS 200. Quietly, Johnny closes in on his unassuming prey. The Pulsar is sleepy after its meal and does not notice the approaching danger. Johnny senses that the Pulsar has not noticed his presence and prepares to attack. He accelerates towards the poor Pulsar, his rippling thigh muscles sending him to his unassuming prey in a blink of an eye. The Pulsar notices Johnny closing in, but it is too late. Johnny pounces on the helpless Pulsar and grabs the handlebars. Pulsar's engine revs in horror as it tries to escape, but to no avail. Johnny's steely grip won't fail. He has successfully captured yet another bike for a test ride.
Johnny BikeSanook. I'm bird watching. Yep. Johnny BikeSanook, we're test riding the new Bajaj Pulsar 200cc street bike. I'm riding the NS Pulsar variant, and our Yuri test rider BikeSanook is riding the RS variant. Let's do the walk around. Here we go. NS naked street bike. Naked means that we don't have any fairing or like cladding and stuff here, No, it's a naked street bike, 200cc, that's the engine. 6-speed engine, 25 horsepower, 3 spark plugs. Back in the old days when we had carburetors, there was only 1 spark plug, then 2, and now Bajaj, 3, triple, more action and better fuel economy. No carburetor, fuel injection, well, it's spelled out here, FI, fuel injection. And the brand again, Bajaj, one of the biggest bike manufacturers in India, with the world market in 70 countries, now in Thailand, in the flagship showroom, Vroom, with 3 brands, Bajaj, KTM and Husqvarna. By the way, this is the Swedish pronunciation, Husqvarna. A very high-tech engine indeed, developed by KTM, the famous adventure off-road Austrian brand, KTM. And Pulsar shares the engine with KTM Duke 200. Same engine, but with Bajaj triple spark technology. Thailand, Southeast Asia, this is a tropical country, and it's hot, warm, humid every day, but nice blue sky today. Okay, so the heat, the traffic jam, engine running, hot. So we need cooling, and the Pulsar NS 200 is liquid cooled, even in the most nightmarish Bangkok traffic, chock-a-block. Cools the engine, fine. Let's look at the front brake. Bybre, which is a Brembo brand name, smaller bikes by Bre, and bigger bikes Brembo. Also supercars use Brembo, by the way. ABS, of course. Look at the size of the disc brake, like a dinner plate. That's some good braking power there.
The NS is not the only Pulsar inhabiting this neighborhood. This is its brother, RS 200. It is having an afternoon rest, but even at rest it keeps its eyes open. For this particular RS is a veteran of many battles with eager motor journalists. Its cars could tell many a story of overconfident challengers trying their luck. But despite the warning signs, a junior motor journalist has decided to take on the RS. He approaches the RS with a gift of hay and straws, trying to appease the bike. He dashes to grab the bike, but RS fights back. Each engine letting out an aggressive roar, the bike tries to shake off the challenger. Finally, the journalist manages to jump on the bike and begin the test drive.
Greetings with love from Russia. It's Grigoriy from BikeSanook, are you? And today I'm riding on Bajaj RS 200. It's a quite nice small bike, pretty useful in the city. So for the city it's just the best. You can do lane splitting, filtering with it just fine. And the 200cc engine is a little bit lively, but do not expect too much performance out of it. Otherwise, it's just wonderful to ride inside the city. You can have fun with it, going through the traffic. It's narrow enough for that. The seats are comfortable. And the position as well, it's quite upright. So you don't have to strain your back, your shoulders. You don't have to strain your arms. The only downside could be the pegs for the rider, because of them being positioned a little bit behind you. So if you have got any troubles with your knees or ankles, yeah, that would be troublesome business for you. Not very comfortable. Otherwise, for an everyday rider, for anybody else who hasn't got any troubles, physical conditions that can prevent you riding sports bikes, then it's just very nice bike. It goes quite well at 80 kilometers an hour if you go into the corners, not sharp ones of course on the motorway. It can do it just fine. The aerodynamics are also good. Even though you're sitting upright, it still doesn't really bother you too much. The wind, I'm talking about the wind. If you want to change your lanes, it does it quite well. It's quite agile. The engine is smooth, like I said, so it's not going to give you any jerky feeling. Not only the rider feels comfortable sitting on this motorbike, but the passenger as well. Even though it's a sporty bike, and usually there is a problem with sports bikes, yeah, for the passengers, the pillion is really crappy on them, but this one is pretty soft and the passenger will feel comfortable enough. The engine is not fast, the engine is smooth. It is a speedy engine for its small size, but it's not going to be aggressive, like really an aggressive type of the motorbike. Don't expect too much out of it. Might be a little bit faster than your typical scooters, like your NMAX, PCX, but nothing exceptional. The low torque of this bike is present, and it does really help to still ride comfortably at 4000 RPM on your fifth gear or fourth gear. It's fine, it can handle it. The brakes are quite nice on it. I really like it. They are from Vibre, so if you want to brake, you can. And if it's a bit of a difficult situation for you, then again, just press a little bit hard, they can handle it.
Johnny BikeSanook, cons and pros. 80% pros, 20% cons. Let's start with the cons here. If we look at the instrument display, we got the RPM, we got the fuel gauge, and the speedometer here in kilometer per hour, not miles per hour, mind you, okay? Now, look closer here. N, neutral, we don't have the gear indicator like first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth gear engine, right? We don't have it. And actually we don't need it. If you're a real biker, you can feel it. You feel it by the RPM, you listen to the engine. Say when you drive a car, you know, stick shift, manual, stick shift. Same here, throttle, clutch. So you listen to the engine first, second, third. So I don't mind. That's not a biggie, no. But here, look at this. The international high beam indication is blue light. Same with cars, motor cars and bikes. Here we got the blue Bajaj logo, which is right here to the left of the RPM. And in the night you see it very clearly. And actually it's too clear because it might even confuse the rider. Since using high beam in the traffic will annoy other drivers, riders, cars, trucks, bikes. They don't like you coming full on with high beam. Now, the point is, please, Bajaj, research development, could you please remove the blue Bajaj logo? You can put it elsewhere, maybe here, or I don't know. Because there's only one Bajaj logo here, it's very small. That's 10%. Another 10% is the height. Yeah, there's the helmet here, okay. The height. I'm not a very tall guy, so for me to swing the leg, as you can see, it's 1, 2, 3, it's quite high. Yeah, it's quite high. So that's it. Bike is a little bit too high. Of course, you can adjust the height a little bit here from the monoshock. You can do that. You need special tools for it. So, yeah. Well, Bajaj Pulsar NS 200. How about the price? Just under 70,000 Thai baht. 69,800. And the twin brother, the other variant, Bajaj Pulsar RS, which is more like the racing version with fairing and all the stuff. That one is 10,000 more expensive. RS, and this is the NS, naked street bike. Okay, that's a wrap for today. That's a wrap for today.